When I went to village, it was difficult for me to find a place to stay as it was very remote area. There was no hotel around the village to stay. I tried to find a place around village by asking locals but got nothing. But then I met a grandma there. She was walking on road. She had some vegetables in her hand when a motorbike came and tried to snatch her bag. Due to which grandma fell and her all vegetables too scattered around the road, seeing which bike riders got scared and ran away. Jimmy, are you okay? Did you got hurt? Juma, no, child, I'm fine. Thank you so much. Jimmy, it's okay, Juma. Let me help you collect these. Saying this, I collect her all vegetables and give back to her. Ajuma, thank you so much, child. It seems like you are from a city area. What are you doing in the small village, child? Gemini came here for my college project, Ajuma. I need some information from farming for my project. I was just finding a place to stay here, Ajuma. Oh, then you met a right person, child. You help me now. It's my time to help you. I have a house here and I live alone. My children went to city for living. You can stay with me for the time you want. I will be also get someone by my side. Jim, really, Juma, thank you so much. I was finding a stay from so long. Ajuma, it's okay, dear. Let's go. Then they both went to Ajuma's home. It was two-story house. She gave me keys to the room on the first floor and told me to freshen up. Till then, she will prepare a food for me. I went there. It was a simple room with attached bathroom. I freshened up and went downstairs to Ajuma. She prepared kimchi fried rice and sushi for me, which we both ate while talking. Ajuma, Jimin, you want information about farming, right? Jimin, yes, Ajuma. I was thinking about to go around the fields to get some information, Ajuma. Okay, which our neighbors are also farmers. Let me introduce you to them after eating. They will help you in your project. Jimin, oh, thank you so much, Ajuma. You have me a lot. After eating, Ajuma took me to a house that was in front of Ajuma's home. She introduced me to Mr. Kim Jung-soo and his wife Kim Juna. They were very nice people. They accepted to help me. Mr. Kim told me that I can go to fields with him in the evening. There he will try his best to help me with my project. Time skipped to evening. Here Jimin was going to fields with Mr. Kim when he saw a girl coming toward them. Jimin's eyes froze after seeing her, even with no makeup and in village clothes. That girl was looking like a fairy directly come from Disneyland. That girl came to us and said, Girl, yes, uncle, Mr. Kim. Ahana, he's Jimin. He's from city area. He came here for his project. You go with him and help him in his project. You know that city language, what it was in Ingo? Ahana, English, uncle, she said, laughing. Ahana, okay, uncle, I'll help him. Saying this, she went toward Mr. Kim. She went behind Mr. Kim only to mesmerized by the handsomeness of the man standing in front of her. She never saw someone as hot as him. Ahana, hello, I'm Jian Ahana. And you? Jimin got out of his trance and said, Jian, hi, I'm Park Jimin. Ahana, oh, nice name. Come, I'll show you around the fields. Saying this, they both start exploring the fields. Jimin was looking at her all the time. They both were going around the fields. Time skip. It was night time and Jim came home. He was sitting in his room and was thinking about Hannah. He got attracted toward her. Her beauty, her voice, her simplicity, everything attracted him. Thinking this, he went to window and started looking outside. While thinking about Ahana, when the window in front of his house got open, revealing Ahana in white night long gown. She was looking at Thrill in moonlight. Their eyes met and they both got lost in each other. Their eye contact got disturbed by Ajuma's voice, calling for Jimin for food. After hearing her voice, next day Ahana and Jimin was going to wheat field when Ahana said, Ahana, how many days are you going to stay here? Jim, 1 month. Ahana, oh, okay. Where are you from? Jim, from Seoul. Ahana, really? I always wanted to visit Seoul. Jim, oh, then come with me. You showed me your village. I'll show you my city. Hannah, sure. They both chuckled and went ahead talking to each other. That's how days were passing, and they both were getting more close to each other, which wasn't getting unnoticed by Mr. Kim. He saw them giggling and talking with each other and thought something. Then he took his things and went away to his home. Time skip at night. Ahana came home. She was really happy today. Her crush proposed to her. Yes, Jimena proposed, and she said yes. She loved him from the time she saw him. She liked his nature. She was happy and was going toward her room when her uncle called her. Mr. Kim, Ahana, come here. Ahana, yes, uncle. Mr. Kim. Ahana, dear, I'm like your father, okay? You know I treat you like my daughter. For me, you are just like Taeyang. Ahana, I know, uncle. Why are you telling me this? Is something wrong? Mr. Kim, no, Ahana. I'm getting straight to the point. Stay away from that silly boy. It will not be good for him, but more than that, it will not be good for you. You know that you can't fall for him. Our purpose to come here is still pending. Time is doing his mission. After that, we will leave this place. So it's better if you stay away from him, okay? It won't be good for you to get attached with him cause you can't stay with him. You know it's not possible. Ahana got sad after hearing this and she knows she can't fall for Jimin. But love is not in her hand, but she also knows that her uncle is right. She should stray away from him before it gets difficult for her to stay away from him. She doesn't belong to here. They have to leave after the mission got completed. She nodded to her uncle and left to her room with gloomy face. She went to her window and stand there looking at moon. Ahana, my God, why can't we get one we love the most? Love is not a sin, then why our love story left uncompleted? She was talking to herself when window of Jimin's room got open and he looked at her smiling widely. Seeing which Anna got emotional. She knows she can't play with his feelings. He can't handle his heartbreak. She closed her window, making Jimin front. From next day, Hannah started ignoring Jimin. She barely go out of house. Whenever she go to fields and Jimin tried to talk to her, she just ignored him and went away. It was breaking Jimin's heart. He didn't know what happened. He did that. Hannah was ignoring her. He was trying hard to talk to her. He wanted to know what made her mad at him. He just proposed her some days ago and she was happy. She also accepted his proposal. Then what happened now? Why she's ignoring him? He was devastated. He was sitting in his room looking at Ahana's window. Tears rolled down from his cheek. He said, GM, Ahana, please don't ignore me like this. At least tell me what is my fault. I swear I'll do my best to make up to you. But please talk to me, please, he said while crying. It was enough. He can't handle it anymore. He got up and went to his table. He wrote something on note and then went downstairs. It was night time. No one was at street. Everyone was sleeping. He went near Hannah's window. She picked up a stone and threw it on her window, which made a noise. Hearing which, Hannah got up and opened the window. She was also not getting sleep after seeing Jim in condition. She saw Jim standing near her window in the street. She was about to close the window when she saw a stone that Jim threw again toward her window. A paper was wrapped around that stone. She picked up the stone and opened a paper and started reading the note. I'll wait for you at the lake. If you didn't come, you won't be able to see me again. Your Mochi. Ahana read the note and looked down and found Jimena, but he was not there. She wasn't dumb. She knows the meaning behind the note. She got worried. She immediately picked up a lad and started going toward lake when she saw Jimena waiting for her while sitting on the bench near the lake. Hannah went toward him and stood beside him. Jimin got up and quickly hugged her by crying, Jimin, you came. I missed you so much, Moon. Why are you not talking to me? I'm sorry if I did anything wrong, but please don't ignore me. If you want, you can slap me, beat me, but please don't ignore it. It hurts. It hurts as hell. He was saying this all while crying, seeing which Hannah started crying too. Hannah, sorry, Mochi, I'm sorry. I can't be with you. I'm sorry, she said while crying. Jimin immediately broke the hug and said while grabbing her shoulder, Jimin, why? Why you can't be with me? You said you love me. Then what happened now, Moon? Ahana, Mochi, I can't tell you the reason, but it is due to your own good. I can't stay with you. It will be bad. Jimin, what the hell are you saying, Ahana? Move on. I didn't love you to move on. I won't tell me. You won't tell me the reason why. Can't you be with me? Maybe I can help. I'll do anything to be with you, Moon. Please tell me the reason. It's not in your hand. It's our destiny that we can't stay together. Maybe it's what written in our fate. Our love story was till this point only. Now it's time to be apart. I hope you will always stay happy. I love you, Mochi. Saying this, she was about to go but stopped after hearing Jim and Jay. You can't leave me like this, Anna. You have to tell me the reason. I won't leave you this easily. If you can't be with me, then fine. I don't want this life anymore. Saying this, he started going toward Lake Sing, which Anna got panicked and said, Ahana, Jimmy, stop it. What are you doing? Jimmy, stop. She said, going towards him. Ahana, Jimmy, stop. I'll tell you everything. She shouted, hearing which Jimmy stopped and looked at her. Ahana, I'll tell you everything, Jimmy. Please come here. She said, and Jimmy come to her. She immediately hugged Jimmy and said while crying, Ahana, are you crazy, Jimmy? What are you trying to do, huh? She said while hitting his chest and while crying in his embrace. Jimin, I'm sorry, but you left me no choice. Now tell me everything. Come here, she said, while making her sit on stone and sat beside her. Ahana, Jimin, it won't be easy for you to understand or even accept it, but whatever I'm going to tell you is truth. Jimin looked at her with frown, but didn't said anything. Ahana said further, Ahana, I'm not from here. I'm not from this world. Jimin, what? Confused. Ahana, yes, I'm not human like you. It maybe sounds stupid to you, but I'm devil. Yes, I'm devil. I'm from hell. I'm a sister of Devil's King. Human mission? Hana, yes, a mission. A long time ago, human, angels, and devil used to stay together. They were happy with each other, used to help each other and stay happy all alone. But then something happened which changed everything. There was a potion which is called magical potion. It was kept very securely by both the limes, heaven and hell. It was very powerful potion. It can make you the most powerful man of the world. But no one used it in both lives because God said to save it. It will be helpful if we got in any problem. But then some greedy people don't know who they were. If they were from heaven or hell, steal it and went to earth. Heaven and Hell King tried a lot to find those person and they succeed too, but it was too late. They already hide it somewhere in the earth. They didn't got the potion, but it made a rift between the two realms. They accused each other for stealing, which further leads to war. It caused a lot to both realms, and from then on, heaven, earth, and hell got separated, and now it become ritual in hell and heaven that both realms come to earth every year like a human and stay here for some time limit and find that potion. This year I come with my uncle and aunt cause I was really curious to see the human world. But now it's time for us to leave. My cousin brother Taing is on the search of potion. There are only few days left. If he didn't find it, we need to return back to hell. Me and my uncle was also trying hard to find the potion in this village with our power. But in between this, I met you and fell in love with you. I need to return back to hell with my uncle and aunt. If I didn't, it won't be good for me. Our life is short here. We can't stay here for long. If we tried, we will die here and will never return back to hell. I'm not afraid of dying, but it will cause your life at risk too, cause you are the reason I stayed here. It will be risk for your life too. So it's better if we stay away from each other. We aren't meant to stay together. Jimena was confused, shocked, and sad. There was a lot of emotions going inside him. He don't know if he should believe it or not. Seeing Jimin like this, Ahana got it. That Jimin isn't believing her. It is difficult for any human to believe this For them, these are just stories that exist in books only. So I got up and said, Ahana, I know, Jimin, it isn't easy for you to believe it, but it's true. Then she looked here and there and went down from stone. She stand in front of Jimin, who was still sitting on stone frozen. She suddenly did something with her hands and her wings got open. She had big black wings opened. Her gown was black, which was designed with black and red stones with small black. Ahana, I wasn't lying, Mochi, she said, and again got down in her human form and sat beside Jimin, who was so shocked that he was freezed on his place. He wasn't looking at anywhere. It was too much for him to believe. Ahana, Jimin, she said, and Jimin got out of his trance. He looked at Ahana and said, You are a devil princess? Ahana, yes. This is the reason you want to leave me? Ahana, yes. We can't stay together, Jimin. It's risky for your life, Jimin. I don't care. Don't care about my life, Moon, but I can't stay without you. You are my life, Moon. You are my moon, he said, cupping her cheeks with his hands. Ahana, but I care, Jimin. I can't see you dying cause of me. Jimin, but I won't be able to live without you too. Hannah tried to understand Jimin. We can't be together. I'm not from this world, Jimin. Then take me to your world, Hannah. I can't, Jimin. You belong to here. Your whole family is here. I can't take you away from them, Jimin. But I can't stay away from you too, Moon. Take me with you, please. Don't leave me here, please, he said while crying hard in her embrace. Hannah was odd seeing him like this. She can't see him crying like that. She slowly nodded her head and hugged him tight, whole while kissing his head. Time goes like this. Jimin wasn't ready to leave Ahana. They both again start spending time together, but we can't go against the destiny, right? One day, Jimin went to his room after meeting Ahana at lake. When he met with Ajuma in the living room, she gave him one letter and said it to give by Ahana to him. She said it has important information in it. Jimin took it happily from Ajuma and went to his room. He opened the letter and started reading it happily, but his happiness didn't last too longer after reading the letter. Letter, my dear Mochi. Till the time you will get this letter, I won't be here. Yes, I'm leaving to my world. It was last day of our together. I'm sorry. I promise you to always stay together, but I didn't fulfill it. I'm sorry, my Mochi, but I love you a lot. I can't see you in pain, and if I stayed here with you, it will only give you pain. So I'm going. I know you must be angry with me, but I'm sorry. I will always love you. And please don't forget me. Move on in your life if you can. I love you, but our love was not destined to last long. I'm sorry. I Jim held the paper tight in his grip and said, No, 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 you can't do this with me, Moon. You can't. Saying this, he ran toward the lake where he saw her for the last time. He got there and saw there was no one. He shouted her name, tried to find her everywhere, but there was no one. He saw a piece lying near the stone where they both used to spend their most of the time. He went there and saw a letter with a small radio type of machine. He opened the letter and read it while looking at the machine. I knew that you will come here. That's why I left this note for you. Remember, you said staying without is not easy. Yes, it's not, Jimin. I don't know how I will stay without you. I can't stay away from you too. I didn't knew when I felt so hard for you that now staying away from you hurts. It hurts a lot. That's why I'm leaving this for you. It's a machine which can I begged my master to tell me any way to stay together with you. He gave me this, but he said it was used by a couple a long time ago who also fell in love with each other during mission. It can create a passage from heaven to hell, but they don't know how to use it. I hope you will find a way toward me. I will wait for you. I love you. Your moon. And from then on, Jimin learned everything about time traveling. He set up this room with every necessary equipment and tried hard to make that machine work. But he always got unsuccessful. It's been 7 years now. He don't know how his moon will be, but he will. He still missed her. He won't stop making efforts to read her until his last breath, he said and completed his story. There were tears in both sibling eyes. In Jimin's eyes, it was because of his lost love, but in Vine's eyes, it was because of the sad love story of his brother. She didn't knew his brother is hiding this much in himself. They both were crying when suddenly that machine made a noise. Again, both Vine and Jimin looked at the machine and Jimin smiled happily. The end. Do you want me to continue this story? If then comment down in comment section. If I got more than 50 comments, I'll continue this story further.